Greetings one and all, how's everybody doing? I hope very well. So we're out car camping again. So we were actually I was actually gonna drive all the way down the end of the road to our usual spot, but we'd already been there twice before. And I had actually been there like 4 times, but bailed out the night before on 2 occasions. But as I was driving by, I thought, man, I had, you know, it'd be kind of nice to have a picnic table now and then. And we got the fire pit there. It's a well-used site. I don't know if there's fees here. I saw a sign that said fees, but I have no idea how much it costs or what the deal with that is. But I mean, I guess we could always move. I got my buddy coming out. He's on his way. So I figured, well, let's see about doing it here. Now the only downside is I'll show you is we're right on the road. That's my car. So we're like right on the road, and you can see where the road is from here. That's like the only downside I can see. On the plus side, right over there, I don't know if it will zoom in, but there is a I guess you can see it. There's an outhouse right there. Right there is an outhouse. So if the call of nature were to strike, I'd simply walk over there and do my business. So, which is always nice. You don't have to go find a cat hole, which I will go show you something gross that I discovered when I went to go answer the call. Yeah, so that's pretty gross. Why someone would think, hey, you know what? Even though there's an outhouse literally across the street, let's walk over here and poo, and then not even have the decency to bury it. I mean, you could at least kick dirt over it. I just don't understand people who do this. Kind of soils the experience. No pun intended. Alrighty, so we're back in the same location we were last time. If you're wondering why, it's because I had to go take care of some business in the woods. And a little post-poo clarity. And I got to thinking about it. It's like, you know, we didn't discuss previously grabbing a different campsite. So I decided, well, we'll have to talk once we finally get shelter fire going. We finally get to sit down and relax. Then we will we'll have to talk. I don't know how many more camping trips I'll get in this year before because it's literally September like 30th today. So I mean, we're having a really nice Indian summer, but you know, I mean, that could change in a week. I mean, next week you just could be dumping rain, and you guys know I don't do the camp when it's raining, like not like that. So I'm gonna go get a few things out of the car. I'm gonna start setting up. Yes, I brought a rake. And no, I'm not sleeping on the ground. So if you're over there scratching your heads wondering why, if I'm not on the ground, because I'm going to sleep in a hammock, why I bothered wasting all my time and energy raking up. Well, look how nice and clean it is though. Oh, the sticks are gone. All the little chunks are moved out of my way. Nice and clean. It's money. Let me get my hammock out. see a car. It might be my bro. Ooh, I heard a car door. Yeah, it's funny. This is my cordage from 2 weeks ago, and no one's been here, but it's still on the ground. That's funny.
Time they took all our wood though.
Yeah, this time they didn't.
Pretty awesome.
Okay.
Good drive your rate. I remember that.
So tonight's shelter is going to be the East Hills Outdoor Hammock. Now this is not the jungle hammock. This is that one I used at Diablo Lake. So I figured I'd give it a second outing because I haven't only used it once, and you gotta use gear, man. Gotta use your gear. There we go. So I guess the big question really is, what do I think of these East Hill Gear hammocks? You know, for $25.99, I think they're actually pretty nice. You know, it's not your mega expensive, brand new hammock. But I mean, you got to admit, you can't beat the price at 25 bucks. It's pretty affordable. You know, I think it would be good for starting out. You know, I think it's what, I want to say 10 feet. I had someone on Reddit give me a hard time saying, oh, you gotta have an 11-footer, but hey, I've been sleeping in these fine, you know, and I'm what, 5'11", so I really haven't had any real problem other than, you know, the first night I was cold, but that was underquilt, and then I was, you know, perfectly comfortable in the hang. So I kind of wish they'd lighten up on the double crap. Like, all right, I get it's a double, but no one sleeps. I've never seen anyone sleep in two to a hammock. And that's some pretty close quarters, unless you're sleeping in there with your pet or something. But alrighty. Now, because it rained 2 weeks ago, not long, but enough, I'm gonna put up a tarp to keep gear under. And of course, when you're prepared for rain, it never rains, right? But we will be ready this time. Or I will be ready this time. All I'm going to do is put up a simple Simple little rain shelter just to keep gear under. Huh. I wonder if I could run it right to my tarp line. It's only holding up another tarp. I'll just do that. It's not a half bad idea, actually. I might put a little too much strain on it. Let's throw the tarp over and see what it looks like. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. It only has to shed water if we get any. So I've got these little mini stakes to stake this thing down. Although one corner could literally go, I could just carabine it right here, which I think I'm going to. Well, that makes my life easy. I'll stake down this side, and then the other sides. Let's get to it. Alright, that's pretty ugly tarp setup, but you know, function over fashion. I think that'll work. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it just has to shed water if we get any. So that's all I really care about. Make sure I keep everything out of the rain, should it rain. It's a view from the other side. Got my hammock strap hanging here. Tuck that out of the way. There we go. I'll just put the pack right there on the ground. Be covered. Money.